Hey guys, what's up? It's UniformWarrior, and today we have another pretty awesome original paracord video. Now, like I always say, my favorite part about coming up with my own braid is that I get to name it. So this one I'm naming the Crocodile Paracord Bracelet. I think it looks pretty sick with the color combinations. I will have links in the description to those, and if you like it, let me know. We're just going to start off with a Double Cows Hitch. So you are going to need your two colors of cord. I am using a moss green with black stripes and emerald green. You're also going to need a 3/4 inch buckle or larger. So let's just go ahead and get started. So you're going to pick your main color. This is going to be the one that connects to the buckles and the one that the main 4 strands will be. So go ahead and choose that cord. That is going to be the cord that you're going to see less of, so keep that in mind. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and take those two ends of that cord and then just run it down through the buckle. And then you're going to have a loop, and you're just going to want to make that the size of your wrist so it just barely overlaps the other end of the buckle. And you want to go ahead and make sure you keep that spot. Make sure you get out all of the twists in the cord. You're going to go ahead and grab your back right cord, not part of the loop, and then you're going to pull it through the loop towards yourself and off to the right side. Then you're just going to go ahead and take the end of that cord and then run it up through the back of the buckle towards yourself. And then down through that loop. Then you're just going to go ahead and tighten that. Try to make sure that the first loop stays the same length as you tighten that. And then you're just going to go ahead and do the same with the other side. So you're just going to go ahead and grab your back left cord, and then you're going to pull it through that middle loop towards yourself and then off to the left. Then you're just going to go ahead and pull the end of that strand up through the back of the buckle towards yourself. Then you're just going to go ahead and pull that cord down through that loop and then tighten that. And as you can see, we've created 2 cow's hitches here, and that is exactly what you want. So you're just going to want to go ahead and wrap that cord around like you would if you were wearing it. Then you're going to pull the ends of those 2 strands down through that buckle. Make sure you pull them down through the front of the buckle. Make sure there are no twists in that cord. And then you can just go ahead and unhook that buckle and then pull the buckle to the length of the loop so the loop is barely touching the buckle. Then you're just going to go ahead and do pretty much the same thing that we did earlier. So you're going to grab that back right cord, pull it towards yourself through that loop, and then off to the right. Then you're just going to go ahead and pull the end of that strand towards yourself, up through that buckle. And then down through that loop. Then you're just going to want to go ahead and tighten that. Once again, make sure all those 4 strands are staying the same length. And then here's where you're just going to want to check that length around your wrist and make sure it is a good length. You want a little bit of a gap in between the cord and your wrist just to make sure that you have enough room for the thickness of the bracelet. So I needed to tighten mine a little bit. You're just going to want to go ahead and do the same with the left strand. So you're just going to grab that left strand, pull it towards yourself, and then off to the left side. and then go ahead and pull the end of that left strand up through that buckle. Then once again, go ahead and pull it down through that loop and then tighten it. Like always, you want to make sure these 4 strands are about the same length and that they don't have any twists in them. Now, if you didn't check the length earlier around your wrist, then you're definitely going to want to check here because you will not be able to change it after this point. So go ahead and check that around your wrist. Make sure there's a little bit of a gap like I show here. And then you can move on to the next step. So you're just going to go ahead and grab your second cord and then take the end of that cord and just go ahead and put it over the middle 4 strands there. And then wrap the cord around, making a loop. And then go ahead and put that loop over the end of the cord. And then just go ahead and grab the other end of the cord and put it through that loop. And you're just going to pull it off to the right side. And you might have noticed that creates a nice cow's hitch. So you're just going to want to go ahead and tighten that as much as you can. And pull that top green strand down through the middle 4 strands to make sure it's in the back of the bracelet. You're just going to go ahead and push the cow's hitch all the way up to the top of the bracelet. So you're going to go ahead and take that right strand. You're just going to want to pull it kind of down the center like that, and then wrap it around those 2 right strands, and then up through that kind of loop. And you're just going to want to tighten that, and you'll see the cord just kind of falls into place as you tighten it. Then you're just going to go ahead and pull that cord straight down in between those 4 middle strands, and then off to the right side. And then take the end of that strand and pull it through that loop and off to the left side. Once again, you may have noticed we created another cow's hitch. So now here you're just going to want to go ahead and tighten that as much as you can and then push that towards the top. And then the next step is going to be creating another cow's hitch. This one's going to be on the left side. So basically you're just going to keep doing cow's hitches alternating sides. So you're going to go ahead and make a loop with that cord in the middle like that. Wrap it around the left 2 strands and then pull it up through that middle loop. Once again, once you pull that cord, you're going to notice the cord just falls into place nicely and it should just lay flat and it'll start to create a really nice pattern. So then you're just going to go ahead and pull that cord down through the middle of those 4 strands, holding on to that little loop, and then pull the end of that green cord through that loop and off to the right. So go ahead and tighten that. Like always, make sure you pull all of that towards the top. Then you're going to do the same thing we did last time on the right side. So you're just going to continue this pattern all the way down to the very bottom. Now a little bit off topic, I was just going to bring up how last time I mentioned I might start answering questions in these videos. If you guys have any in particular that you'd like answered in the video, but so far no one's had any questions, which I kind of figured, but so I'm not going to be answering any questions in this particular video. But if you do have a question that you want answered in the video, then let me know in the comments and make sure you specify that you want it answered in a video. So just go ahead and continue doing that pattern until you get all the way down to the bottom. Once you've done as many of those cow's hitches as you can, you're going to want to pull that strand down through the middle of the bracelet, so that way when you cut and cinch it, it's at the back of the bracelet and you can't see it. You're just going to go ahead and clip those strands and then cinch them. When you do this, I would use a hotter lighter if you happen to have one, just because it makes it a little bit easier and gives it a little bit cleaner finish. So just keep that in mind if you do have one on hand. Make sure you tighten those top strands really well before cutting those. So like I said, make sure you tighten all those, cut and cinch them, and then you're done. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really happy with the pattern in this video. It turned out so nice. I'm really excited about it. I really hope you guys like this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make it. And if you do, then go ahead and post a picture on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and tag me in it so I can see it, because that'd be pretty sick. But like I said, I am really happy with this pattern, so I hope you guys really like it. Also, this will be my last video before Christmas, I believe, so Merry Christmas if you're watching this before or near Christmas or whatever. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.